Hi, I'm Jermaine Jenas.
And I'm Jermaine Pennant.
And welcome to episode 6 of Wildcards. This is the podcast where we talk everything that's going on in the fantasy football world. And of course, all of your favourite topics and subjects that's going to be happening in the Premier League week in, week out as well.
Yes. And this week, we're going to start it off with a bang.
Are we?
Absolutely. Because it's forfeit time.
Early doors like that.
Oh, it has one
You're
it
not gonna
out.
let me just warm up, stretch a hamstring, just a glute, nothing, just straight in.
I want you to pull an injury. I want to,
Again.
kick a man when he's down kind of type thing.
All right, no.
Just want to mention, it's your second forfeit back to back. So I beat you twice now.
All right.
I just want to touch back on episode 3. So everyone can go back and listen. He was laughing at me. He was making fun of me, saying you're 33rd in the league, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool, calm, collective. Okay. Now, Mr. Genius over here is 33rd in the league.
Yeah, I've had a bad couple of weeks.
You've had a bad couple of weeks.
Yeah, a lot of things haven't gone for me. So that happens sometimes, but it's how you bounce back, innit? That's what this is about. I made a couple of moves, didn't I? Last week. Declan Rice not starting hurt me. That hurt a lot. Reece James not starting. That hurt me a lot. And then, I really fancied Ekatike to do something at Burnley, and he just didn't. So
a horrible game. It was a horrible game. Listen, I can feel the pain. I can see the pain on your face. Yeah. I can feel it.
FPL managers will understand this. When you go for a bad spell, you just got to dig in there, aren't you? Simple.
But nevertheless, the forfeit, please.
What is it?
The forfeit is you've got to sing North London forever. That is the Arsenal tune, being an ex-Spurs man. And this is all for the Arsenal listeners out there. You remember when JJ played against you and Spurs scored and he was there celebrating to the fans?
No, I scored, not Spurs. I scored.
You scored?
4 times.
Okay, you see when he scored 4 times, this is your payback. Him celebrating with his fans, touching the crest like this.
Hang on.
North London forever. He's singing it. He's singing your song.
But this is my second forfeit. Where do we go from here? Like this is big.
The only way is up, baby. It's for you and me now.
This is big. Like there's not many places to go. You've gone straight in to embarrass me, like in front of my rivals. That's basically what you've decided to do for my second forfeit.
I think it's just you're sitting down, you're comfortable, you're singing a song. I think it will go well. Whoa. Can we just put a pause on this? 1 second.
Why?
Because I just have something for you as well.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Whoa.
Hang on a minute.
Come on. It's just a scarf, my friend.
No, it's not.
It's a scarf.
No, it's not.
There's no crest.
It's not just a scarf.
There's no Arsenal thingy. There's nothing to do with Arsenal on it. It's a red and white scarf, North London.
But that's two forfeits.
Well, it's no, because it's just one. It's a part of the song. All you're going to do is just press it. You can do it either way. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this, or you can go, North London forever.
Do you even know the song?
Absolutely not.
I don't know the song either.
Well, that's your problem. YouTube. Google. I will give you a minute.
I'll pretend it's a forest.
There you go. You can pretend in your head, in your mind.
We'll do it later on in the show. Yeah?
We'll do it later on the show.
I need to get some lyrics on.
Yeah, we'll do that in the show.
You're a prick though, you know that.
I know.
And I swear, when I win, you're finished. Just know that. Honestly. Did you see Crouchy? Did you see what Crouchy had to do when he lost his forfeit?
He had to be a mascot.
I will find a way to get you to be a mascot at Everton this year. Don't worry about that. I will find a way.
So that's
You'll
me.
Be walking
but that's
out
different.
In the Everton crest.
But that's different.
Remember the music when it comes out of Everton?
Yeah.
Maybe in the Merseyside Derby as well. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in and find a way to get you back for this one. But okay. Well played.
Yeah. The show's been started off with a bang.
Yeah, well done. Prick.
So, JJ, let's dive into game week 4. Not to rub it in, mate, but 80 points to your 68.
Yeah, it went pretty.
Do you know what? We spoke about it last week about how important or how the game's changed to maybe defenders now.
Yeah.
And that's what got me my cumulative highest score.
Yeah, who were they?
So I had Henderson and Gay.
Yeah.
And I had Timber and Virgil. So Virgil got me 8, Timber got me 8, Gay got me 6, and Clean Sheet Anderson also got me 6.
There's a few others in the league. Like I think Adam had what? Van de Ven and Porro.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of people had double Spurs. Yeah, you're right. I think those defenders are just cashing in, aren't they?
They're cashing in. And you look at my midfield and strikers. It was Gakpo only got me 3 points, but Semenyo 13. Salah was my captain, got me 18 points. Madueke, I thought he was going to do better.
Yeah,
he's been on fire,
mate. That's what I don't like about the game sometimes. Did you watch Madueke in that game?
Yeah.
He was on flames.
He was toasting. For him to
come out of that with just 4 points because obviously he was at 3.
3 points. Just there.
They need to figure that out because he was a joke.
João Pedro got me 7, and I thought this was kind of hurt. Mateta at home against Sunderland,
fuming.
I thought he was gonna eat buffet style.
I saw the Sunderland fans coming for you again a little bit.
Yeah, they're on me. They're on me. The Sunderland fans are on me.
Fully.
You know what I mean? And there was a shout. I spoke to Giovanni.
All right.
About, I shouldn't tell you this.
Get some private info, yeah?
It's private info.
Wow.
You know?
Last week you're emailing the Premier League.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking to experts privately.
Hence why I've got 80 points.
Okay, right.
You know, if you don't do your research.
I don't know if that was legal in our own, like...
I just asked the question. I would say, look, Ekitike or Yoakerez. And I was leaning towards Ekitike, but I thought, you know what? I've got too many Liverpool in there. I can't fit him in anyway. So I've had to take out either Virgil, Gakpo or Salah. So I thought, let's go with a Yoakerez. And it came up trumps. He got me 6 points. So that is my team.
You know, you just said that out loud.
What?
You know our other group chat, how this podcast started?
I
you know how that's going to go down,
I didn't message Giovanni, really. It was a joke.
No, you did.
I did. I just saw his one of his Insta reels where he was talking about...
Lies.
I'm telling you the truth.
Lies.
What?
That's a fine in the group chat.
It's not a fine.
It's getting extra information. It's a fine. You can't do that.
Listen, if you want to be the best, you've got a source. You've got to do your research.
They don't have the ability to do that.
That's not my fault.
Wow.
That's their own fault.
Lads, if you're listening, you know, it's a fine on my part.
So yeah, that was my team for the game week 4.
Yeah, you've had a good couple of weeks. I think, you know, the couple of changes that you've made with the chips have kind of gone your way. And I've had almost the opposite. I played my first chip last week, my free hit. I had Saka on who was injured. I had Palmer that was injured, and I was like negotiating with myself whether to go with a wild card or not. Yeah. And do you not think it was just one of those smelly weekends, wasn't it?
It was a difficult one.
It just stank.
It was.
You know what? It was one of those weekends, right? Sometimes I do this when I'm watching football. The 3 o'clock kickoffs were going off, and sometimes I'm like, these are the days I'm like, thank God I'm not doing match of the day today.
Yeah,
because there's no analysis.
0-0s, 1-0s.
It was all
1-0s.
It was
0-0s.
Who'd scored? There was like one early goal. Semenyo had scored.
Yeah,
and that was it. They were all just 0-0s all the way
dry.
through. It was just stiff. I was thinking where they're getting their analysis from. But
speaking of wildcards, you know, over 936,000 managers played the wildcards last week. 250,000 free hit.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
So that is a lot of...
Yeah, it's more than 1 in 4.
1 in 4 played there. Well, I'm all out. I'm done.
Yeah, you got your bench boost.
I've played free hit and wildcard. Yeah, it's only game week 5.
Bench boost, triple captain.
I know, but you can't be playing them already.
Mate, hang on a minute. What? I'm pretty sure.
What?
At this of episode 1,
yeah.
episode 1 of the Wildcards pod, we were talking about how we developed this whole podcast, right? And you beat me last year in the league. You came second, yeah?
Correct.
Do you remember your triple captain?
Haaland.
When did you do it?
Game week 2 or 1.
There we go. So now you're admitting it was a fluke.
No. But the fixture.
You just said a minute ago who would do that.
No, but because the fixtures are not looking nice over the next couple of games. Do you know what? All right. Do you know what? All right. I'm going to play my triple captain, Haaland.
Burnley.
Burnley.
Second, yeah.
Game week 6.
You're going to play it?
Yeah. So listen to what I'm saying.
Madman.
You may win this week. You may win.
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
I'm not. I'm just reasoning.
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
No, but there's reasoning being it. No, there's reason
Don't
being.
do that.
You may win this week because I'm going to make no transfers because I'm going to try and get Haaland in for game week 6. So I need 2 transfers available to me to get Salah out, to get the cash in, to then change a striker.
You know what? It's weird about my team. Obviously, I played my free hit last week, so it's reverted back. And it's not terrible. It's just who do I
But it's the fixtures.
trust?
It's a good team, but it's the fixtures who they've got what makes it difficult.
Yeah, I mean...
A lot of the players are cancelling themselves out.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man City... got a few of those players in, so it's difficult.
It's just, and it's whether they're going to play. Like I don't see Richarlison playing against Brighton.
No,
because this is the other thing now. I think FPL managers are going to have a good look at. We've always had a lot of rotation, right? Through managers. I think over the years, Pep's been a nightmare for a lot of people, hasn't he? Like the amount of times you watch City in the Champions League and you think, right, he's going in or he's going in, and come Saturday, he's playing like, I don't know, Marmoush at left back.
Yeah.
And like Phil Foden, who just scored a hat-trick in Champions League, is not even in the squad. Like that type of madness used to always happen with Pep, and you'd annoy people. Whereas now, I think managers are quite openly rotating planning for these games. It's quite clear of Thomas Frank, Tell playing up front against West Ham. Tell's obviously not even in the Champions League squad for Spurs. So all of a sudden now Richarlison's starting. Does that mean Kolo Muani's going to start against Brighton away? There's a lot of gambling going on with a lot of these players. You got to really pick the ones that you know are going to play. So it's
and Arteta's turning into Pep 2.0.
Well, taking Rice out.
Honestly,
fuming with that shout. Fuming with that shout. But yeah, this week, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to play my wild card, but then you just feel like you're chasing.
Yeah,
it's like, am I rushing it? Am I chasing because I've had a bad couple of weeks? Do I just let it sit? But like, sells Nico Williams, I've got in defence as a Burnley away. They've got, it's not. I don't know. Forest having a bit of a nightmare at the minute.
And just stinking up the gaff.
Just conceded 3 against Swansea.
I just played 2 games and conceded 6 goals.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
poor Forest from that stern defence last season.
I know. It's not pretty, is it? So I think
free buffet.
I think I'm going to
all inclusive.
And I'll tell you what else has messed me up a little bit. I mean, I don't know who watched the Liverpool Atletico game.
I did.
Well,
of course,
Salah is back, I think.
Yeah.
I you know me from like a couple of weeks ago, I've been saying Salah's going to have to come out. Saw a fire in his belly against Atletico. I don't know whether he was getting fed more, whether the Frimpong link-up was getting better, or because Isak arrived, he thought, I need to show people I'm still the man. But he just looked way better.
That was probably one of his best games. But let's see against Everton. We'll see. We all know that.
What was that game? Talk to me about that game actually quickly. Like, because historically, from afar, when you're watching it from like either a player's point of view or a fan's point of view, the game is always very different. It sounds like a very simple thing to say, but the game's always very different when it was at Goodison to when it was at Anfield. It always felt tighter at Anfield.
Yeah,
and I always felt like that was weird. I don't know. What was it like as a player when you was playing in that derby? Like, did you feel that whenever you went to Goodison that you had a better chance? Not a better chance, but they were less expansive, the game? Because I don't remember like major scores.
There's never been really major scores.
It's always tight, isn't it?
So this derby is, one of the biggest out there. So the passion and, Everton's levels just rise.
Yeah.
In any other game when we play against Liverpool.
What was it like waking up like Saturday morning when you got that game, or even that week? Because obviously all derbies are different. I remember when I was at Newcastle playing in a Time Wear derby, which I can't wait for. The energy is different to when you wake up on a Saturday morning for the North London derby. Because like literally every single place you go, you cannot see black and white. It's just black and white, and like there's a grandma at the bus stop looking at you seriously, going, "Listen, don't piss about today. This is serious." You got the geezer that picks you up to take you to trade, whatever it is. Like everyone's on you to do that. Is it the same? Same vibe.
Absolutely. You feel it in the city.
Yeah.
You feel the atmosphere and the buzz around the city, because that city's so split. You probably have in one family, half of them are red and the other half are blue.
Yeah.
And the tensions and the rivalry, it's amazing. And like I said, the build up to each day of training that ticks off.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, come on, let's get ready for this game.
And like, because you had local boys in yours as well, so you had like Stevie and Cara. I think Cara was a blue, wasn't he, for years?
He was a blue.
But obviously, like, would they? I don't know. Was the tone set that week in terms of like, this is different, lads, type thing, or was it just known?
No, it was just known. The tone was already set, and like I said, the history just comes with it. And I think everyone, even the foreign boys, know how deep it is, and they get invested in it.
Yeah. Did you have a good record in it?
Yeah, I never lost. Well, Liverpool, I never lost to Everton anyway. But we won at Goodison. I set up the penalty for Dirk.
Yeah.
Came on. And at Anfield, I think it was maybe 1-1 or 0-0 in the other leg. But yeah, it was. Those are the best days. Those are the best games you want to play in.
Yeah.
Like I said, the atmosphere, the tackles. I can remember Phil Neville, taking me out. One of the greatest of defenders, but just took me out.
Love
but
Philip,
yeah,
by the way.
it's amazing. Like I said, when you watch on TV, it don't do it justice. You have to be there.
Yeah, to really take it in.
To take it in, yeah.
And lastly on it, I just see it going because Everton been solid, haven't they?
They have been solid, and when they come to Anfield, they make it horrible. They make it so difficult. And I think teams are now coming up against Liverpool with the firepower that they have got. They're just doing this low block. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid, that's a big team. Yeah. And I know that's his style, but they're coming to the Anfield low blocking. Yes, I scored 2 goals, but the low blocking being difficult. I think with the players that they've signed now, Everton, I think they're not gonna kind of play that style. You're not gonna see Grealish sitting back in his own. They want to play some sort of expansive football. So I do see it being a tight game because it's a derby. Yeah. But I think Liverpool should got too much really.
And is it going to have an impact on who is in and out of your team this week?
Yes, 100%. Because it's not going to be a high scoring game.
Okay,
it won't be a high scoring game. Liverpool should keep a clean sheet. But I can't see Salah being at a buffet.
No,
I just can't see it. He's not really. If you look over the previous games, Salah's not really done much at Everton. He's not.
Really?
If you look back, he's not really done anything. He's got a lot of blanks against Everton.
I know, man. Tensions are high in derbies.
I know.
Stinks of a penalty to me. Stinks of a penalty.
Yeah, it could do, but
there's a pen happening in this game, and he's going to score it. So I think that's what. I was all Salah out.
It's got to stay in anyway because I'm making no transfers because I need to have 2 transfers come game week 6.
Have you got Haaland?
No, but I need to make
transfers.
2 transfers to get a striker and a midfielder out to be able to get a Haaland in.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Quick one. Can we give a big shout out for the game week 4 winner? Hansel Daddy. If I'm not pronouncing your name right,
Hansel Daddy.
I'm going to call you the Daddy. Daddy, wherever you want to be. You can be with me. Hansel Daddy got 90 points. Nice. And also...
No. He don't get a shout out.
I know. Yeah.
How does he get a shout out? For what? He didn't
win. Just he's top of the league still, isn't he? And also our producer... Sam, who now has 280 points.
98 points.
298 points overall, which puts him in the overall top 0% of the entire game. Position,
yeah, we need to get rid of that.
Still not received his mug because he's a mug.
Is he not?
He's not received it. He's not going to receive it.
Right. Anyway, give me some advice. As you're speaking to Gianni all the time, and you're emailing the FPL,
yeah.
And I don't know who else you're going to be emailing now. You'll probably be emailing what's his name, Hansel. You'll be
Hansel Daddy.
Probably DMing Hansel Daddy now, saying like, "What's going on this week?" Like the Haaland situation. What are you thinking long term? Now you're kind of like, I don't know if you watched the City game at the weekend.
Yeah.
Is your mindset going towards I'm having Haaland, Salah in my team?
It's looking that way.
Yeah.
Because if Salah doesn't chip in, you've got 2 kind of bankers in a way.
Yeah.
And if one kind of fails, they both hopefully do not fail at the same time. So
yeah.
For me, I think trying to get both of them in long term would be a good option.
But
I'm
looking at it now because I think that's why I can't wildcard this week because Haaland away at Arsenal. They just lock it down, don't they?
Yeah,
Arsenal?
it's just going to be
I mean, Haaland's got a good record, don't get me wrong, but you just see Gabriel and him are going to do their dance again. They're going to be fighting.
Yeah, throwing balls in heads.
Yeah, Gabriel's pretty solid, to be fair. So I don't know. It don't feel like the week after, you know what I mean? So they go Burnley, Brentford, Everton at home.
Yeah.
He has to be in at that point.
Well, this is why
to be in.
This is why my team right now is going to stay as it is, which may hurt me because there's going to be a lot of cancellations out with Man City and Arsenal. Some of the fixtures don't look juicy, so
yeah, he's got to go in at that point.
Yeah.
Even when you look at so that's their fixtures. Whereas you look at like Liverpool, what have Liverpool got? Liverpool. You said absolute banana skin. Palace away. So after this, after obviously the Merseyside Derby this weekend,
the game 6 with
Palace away, you don't like.
Yeah, it's Liverpool's banana skin.
Chelsea away.
There you go.
Hard game. Man United at home.
There you go.
Derby.
There you go.
I mean, they'll smash them up, to be fair.
Well, I hope so.
They'll smash them up, but still. So, you know what? There's an argument to be said now, really.
It's a good time to get Salah out.
Yeah.
And then, come in game week 6 onwards and then try and use that money and get an all-in.
I think I'm going to leave Salah. I think I'm going to leave Salah in this week.
Yeah.
And then next week, Salah out, Haaland in, and then do a couple of other deals.
So basically, you just copied what I said I was going to do. Yeah. So this is why I don't talk and give information on this pod, because I've got people.
I didn't copy. It's just
okay. I'll give you an insight.
Move.
We'll give you. Oh, that made sense.
It's the smart move to make about it. There's no copying going on whatsoever, right? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What about Isak? Isak's a problem.
He's coming in. Juicy. Are you like me now?
I might wildcard this week.
Would you rather have Isak in or Salah when Isak comes to fortune, when he starts getting game ready?
The problem with Salah is he takes pens, all right? And so as we've seen lately, some of the memes have been killing me with Salah, but he just sometimes don't play well, but still gets you like 10, 11, 12
what you
points.
want.
Like he just gets points, doesn't he?
FPL, you just want points. You don't care if he doesn't touch the ball for 90 minutes, but scores 9-4. That's all that matters.
From what I saw in that 45 minutes, I'm more inclined to go Haaland, Isak.
Yeah.
And not have Salah. Because I think some of those players on the fringes, like Semenyo's on fire, right? Semenyo's going to get some nice points.
That's the thing. Strikers, there's far from few. There's not a lot of strikers who you think... There's not a lot of strikers out there you think, yeah, in my team.
Listen.
There's only Yoakerez, Pedro...
Voltamade, whatever his name is.
What?
Voltamade.
Voltamade,
right? Then you've got Vissa as well.
Yeah.
Mate, like you said, Yoakerez, there's a few now that I think you can
throw in there,
have a little go at.
Okay, but there's a lot more midfielders who start chipping in nowadays.
Well, yeah, because of this DEFCON situation. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to lean towards Isak, Haaland, then like a Semenya, and then like a Caicedo, Enzo vibe.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going to end up, I think. But it's just had to weather a storm for a couple of weeks.
It's hard.
Not been pretty, mate. It's not been pretty.
Looking forward.
Apparently, 763,000 transferred Isak in last week. That's a big number considering that they knew they weren't going to play, but maybe they've just been plotting and planning. But yeah, there's plenty of options out there, so we'll see how that develops. Do you think he's going to start against Everton before we?
That's a good shout. It's a good question as well. He started in the Champions League last night, but can I say that?
Why can't you say that he started in the Champions League last night?
Good question. Anyway, I don't think he will start. I don't think he'll start in the Premier League. I think it's a big game to start.
I think back to back as well. I think he might. Yeah, he'll bring him on. I agree.
Yeah.
So before we carry on with this week's show, we've got to tell you why we've teamed up with Match Bingo for this episode.
As you know, the reason why we love FPL, the excitement it brings to the games, and Match Bingo goes even further.
When you sign up using our link, you aren't just spectating on the matches, you're a part of the game.
Within the app, your bingo card will contain 15 match events, substitutions, goal scores, free kicks, and they'll be automatically marked off your card within the match.
Be the first to tick off enough match events during the game and you can win cash prizes.
Join now by clicking the link in the show description or scan the QR code to play Match Bingo.
Special offer for Wildcards listeners. Using our promo code WILDCARD, you get a 200% deposit bonus. So with a £5 deposit, you get another £10 to play, so that's £15 in total, but you must use the promo code WILDCARDS. 18 plus only, gamble responsibly, visit gambleaware.org.
Signing up via our links is the best way to support the podcast. Big thanks to Match Bingo for supporting the show. Enjoy the match.
Liverpool, man. How are you viewing their season so far? Because there's two ways to look at it. Like, obviously, I think, did Arne Slot win Manager of the Month or something? I think he did, didn't he, basically, all those results he got. There's a lot of last-minute winners in there. And sometimes that's a bit of a kind of like, that's a bit of a telltale sign that, okay, there's one side to look at it where it's going, you know what, we're resilient, we stay in there and we get results. But then it's like, why are we in this position as well? Like, are you seeing it?
So this, are you worried or is it reassuring? For me, it's reassuring.
Okay.
It's a fact that, look, they've not clicked yet. They're still in that third gear. the team, 6 new starters, so they need to gel properly. Like 4 games in, you don't start clicking after 8 or 10 games. We always say, look, when you judge a team, let's judge them after 10 games in the Premier League. So they've still got to get up to speed, but to be able to still win and be the only team to win all 5 games, but not be at your best. That's reassuring, because what happens when they do come to their best? And you've got to also take that teams are now facing Liverpool in a different way. They're like, I've never seen so many teams play with 11 men in the 18-yard box. We've spoke about it on our previous shows, how difficult that is to break down.
Yeah.
So we're saying, scoring last-minute goals. Well, because teams are just making it so difficult. But if you continue to sit back, there's going to come a point where you've got a team like Liverpool with the quality that they've got, fizzing in balls. If you're giving constant set pieces, they will manage to score. So I wouldn't say it's not lucky. It's just they're knowing that at some point they are going to break you down.
I don't know. Respectfully, you're talking about one game, Burnley, right? Burnley may have sat in and made life difficult. That's what they have to do, yeah? But other than that, they've conceded goals. It's not like they've just been it's not like they've been trying to probe and break these teams down and then scoring in the last minute, where it's like, you know what, we've worn you down. We've finally found that little gap and we've nicked a goal. Newcastle went down to 10 men and got themselves back in the game. And then obviously that young Rio popped up with the goal, which was a brilliant goal. There was, what was the other game where the first game of the season against Bournemouth? Bournemouth got at Liverpool in that second half. There was no camping in at Anfield.
Yeah,
teams are coming. I don't think the problem is not at the top end of the pitch for me. When I look at Liverpool, I'm thinking, why are you conceding goals? I don't get it.
Look, they've gone 2-0 up in 2 games now against Athletic Madrid and Bournemouth. And I think what it is, they get to a point, so if they go to it, I think they take the foot off the gas. They think, right, we're going to cruise this. And then next minute they get a little shock bang and oh my God, it's 2-2. They've come up against Arsenal and kept a clean sheet. And that's probably the second best team or the second favourites to win the league.
Arsenal played 9 centre-backs though in that game.
I know, but they brought on players and it's still Arsenal. So they can, when they need to, they can. If they come up against giants, they can, I think, close shop.
So in general, you're happy? You're happy?
I'm very happy.
Okay, cool. And you don't think it's a sign of things to come, the fact that they're having to nick last-minute winners? Because sometimes those are signs. I remember that happened to City last year. A couple of last-minute winners. I remember Vardiol at Wolves cuts in on his right foot, top bin. And everyone was like, oh yeah, amazing, last-minute goal. But it was also a sign of they shouldn't be in these positions, because usually they just dominate. Whereas the last-minute winners can sometimes go both ways.
But you've got to take it. You've got to take it both ways. You've got to take the league's getting better. The teams around them are also getting better.
Yeah.
And if Liverpool concede 1, if Liverpool concede 2, albeit if they go and score 3 and 4,
yeah.
End of the day, we all want to keep clean sheets. But if you can outscore your opponent and get 3 points, clap your hands, job done.
All right, move on. Verts. First game of the season, he was in your team. You were hyped about him.
Yep, I was.
Where are you at right now?
I'm still hyped about him, but he's not in my team.
Yeah.
It's obviously not bringing the rewards and the numbers in at the moment, but from what I saw last night, I thought that was his best game. You could see how sharp he is. You could see how clever he is on the ball.
Yeah.
Little touches around the ball. And I think when Isak comes in and he's playing regular, the link up that we saw last night with him in Isak and Verts is going to be big. Yeah. And I think when they come in, I think I'll take Gakpo out and put Verts in. I think that's going to be my...
I think I've changed my opinion on Verts. He may not be scoring goals or assisting or doing what he's supposed to be doing.
But the build up to things.
He's doing some nice stuff.
Good, isn't he? Yeah.
He's just doing some nice stuff. I'm seeing the pockets he's dropping into. He's getting sharper. He's getting stronger. He's starting to adapt quicker than I expected him to. And I think, he's going to be one of those that FPL managers are going to start drafting in, especially, I think, second part of the season.
100%.
Once we get past Christmas, I think, like you said, he's going to be flying. So
100%.
I agree with you on that.
So we've got your mob, Spurs.
Yeah.
Back in the Champions League.
Yeah.
1-0 at Villarreal. Bergvall's on a little run, isn't he? He's got some confidence. Man of the match against West Ham.
Yeah.
Also, man of the match against Villarreal. What do you think of their performance, sir? It was a bit cagey. Yeah, a horrible, scruffy goal. But
I just think that, everybody's very quick. You know, I was listening to kind of like the radio after the game, and everybody's just like, you know, crap performance, this, that, and the other. And I was like, you know what? This guy's had, you know, really, you know, competitive games. What, 5 games, 4 games, whatever it's may be. And during that period of time, you know, a lot of personnel changes. I think he's still trying to figure out the balance of the team a lot. I think in that game, playing like Bentancur was unbelievable in that game, right? But I also I eventually see him going to kind of like Bentancur and Paulinho as like 2 sixers, because they kept giving the ball away and there was just conceding a lot of opportunities. But look, I see enough nice things about their organisation and what they're doing, but they just I see this in everybody's game now. The minute that clubs start making 4 or 5 changes, the game just starts to fall apart a little bit. And I think that's just an adjustment that a lot of these players have to make. But
I guess that goes both ways, though. You can benefit. Well, you look at Arsenal. They made substitutions. Both of them scored. Trossard and then Martinelli scored. Yeah, their subs. So it can help in a way.
I think if you are the team that is chasing, it helps. I think if you're the team that's defending, I don't think it helps a lot. Because I think essentially what starts happening is you just gamble more. You know what it's like in those games. Everyone used to come to me after games and be like, why did you drop off so much? And it's like, listen, their centre-half just gone to play centre-forward. Yeah. You know, what am I going to do? Like, just stay in midfield. Like, you then have to drop and then more, and you get deeper and deeper and deeper. And I think that's the difference. When you're a manager who can go, right, he'll be looking at his bench, some managers, and he'll be going, right, I could put on, you know, I don't know, a centre-half, but you know what, I'm going to put that young kid on who's a tricky winger instead, because they're gambling. Yeah. Whereas if you're the team that's defending the lead, you're trying to go with more security. So it's a little bit different. But on Bergvall, you mentioned him. Just
19.
Just the old head on young shoulders is the way I see it. I think the boy has got like a ridiculous amount of potential already. I think you saw a lot of it last year.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. When he first kind of came for his first couple of games, I was like, who have you guys signed? He is dead.
Even at 18 years old?
I think he's not ready for the Premier League. You know what I mean? But
probably wasn't.
But again, it's about getting used to it, getting used to the Premier League, getting used to the team, getting used to the philosophy, the intensity of it.
Yeah.
And now look.
But it's not just that as well.
Now I changed my mind. He's a good player.
And it's not just that.
Good player. Good player.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
I think last year, what the big thing I liked about him last year is that you have to remember Spurs basically had an absolute nightmare last year. And I think you always see what players are about in those moments, don't you? And I think at 18, 19 years of age, when he was going through a struggling team.
Is this when you had Ange?
Yeah.
Good manager. Decent manager.
Fans. The disrespect. Fans getting on players' backs. Yeah. He would still be looking for the ball, still trying to get on the ball, still trying to make things happen. I think that's a sign of a top player. He you know, I don't want to kind of go too big.
Yeah.
But his trajectory stinks of a Luka Modric situation to me. That's what it feels like that. You know, he's going to be at Spurs for a period of time. I think he'll be at Spurs for a good 4 years, like developing in the Premier League. I think he'll end up being a big leader in that dressing room, maybe even a captain at some point. And then I think from that point on, he's going to go on to some big, big things because he's,
you hope he does, yeah.
I don't hope he does at all, but I know, look, he nearly went to Barca before he came to Spurs. And the minute those big clubs kind of earmark you as one for them, I think the deal was already done, apparently. And then his family decided he wanted to go that Spurs was the best fit for him. But once those big clubs earmark you as a youngster that they want, that very rarely goes away. They just watch from afar and eventually they'll come and pluck you out of that team. So yeah, he's a proper player and he's had a great couple of weeks and I don't see him coming out of the team anytime soon. Yeah.
Well done.
Hola.
Well done.
Can I just say one more thing before we move on to the last thing?
Go on then.
I'd like to make a formal apology to all of the referees of my era, please, for the abuse I gave you during my playing career. You were all fantastic referees, clearly, because this current crop of referees that I'm seeing on a global scale, not just in the Premier League, are absolutely horrendous. So I wish you were back. I wish we could have you again. All you guys, I'm sorry. I need to get that off my chest because I can't stand the standard of refereeing at the minute. I don't know how.
I totally agree, and
Jesus.
I don't want to apologise to the PGMO, OL, wherever we are. You're absolutely stinking up the gaff, Howard Webb. You need to take a hard look at yourself.
It's just so bad. Honestly, the Champions League
You know
game
what?
I went to the other day.
Where's
Spurs,
Dermot
right?
Gallagher? Dermot Gallagher! Get him back. Get him back.
Nah, I don't want Dermot.
I love Derm.
Have you seen him when he's chatting on?
I know, but in his playing days, he's like, Dermot, what are you doing?
He's just got sucked down that same rabbit hole that they've all been sucked down. Do you know what I mean? What I'm talking about is the way that our game was refereed.
Yeah,
is how football's supposed to be refereed. The stuff I'm seeing now, like
yeah, it's bad.
The Spurs game the other day, this referee's just handing out yellow cards, and nobody knows in the stadium why he's even handed it out. It's like, what's he doing?
It's bad. It's bad.
They're just crap. They need to sort it out. Honestly, I'm sick of them. They're so crap. They are. I'm done. I'm done.
Refs, you lot crap.
I'm done with the standard of refereeing. I'm actually done with it. Like we deserve better as fans. We actually
do.
deserve better. So they need to fix up. Big news this week on social media.
Yep.
New soundtrack release for EAFC 26.
Yeah, EFFC 226.
What?
EFFC.
No.
EF.
Yeah, EA.
EA Sports.
Exactly.
It's in the game.
That one. That's the
FC
one.
26.
Previously called.
Do you want to sponsor us? FC 26.
Previously called FIFA. Would you pick FIFA, man?
Nah, it's Pro Evo. I was Pro Evo.
I don't think you're going to get that sponsor now, by the way. But anyway.
I was FC. Love FIFA. FIFA was sick. Good game. Good game.
Nah, genuinely, I was with you. I mean, Pro Evo back in the day was
solid, wasn't it?
It was a solid
game.
But if it's a lot. So the soundtrack's been released. So the top UK artists that are going to be featured on it: Ed Sheeran, Fred again. Fred again's bad. It's going to be featuring Skepta, Miles Smith, Rudimental, Labyrinth, Lil Sims, Good Neighbours, Joy Crooks, Taki Newlight, and Masterpiece.
Taki Newlight.
Yeah. So that's just some on the list. Have you got a favourite track from, because you would have played FIFA at some point. You know, it was like when you were on those away trips, you was always like, you know what, let's have a game or whatever. Did you have a favourite track?
I can't remember, but there was one.
I had to do some research on this because, as we said, I was a Pro Evo man, so it was like when it kind of, you know what done me with FIFA originally? I don't know if you remember this, but so I did play FIFA like early days, like probably, I don't know when it came out, but I remember the 98 World Cup in France. I was playing FIFA around those times, and there was one of the games, I think FIFA did like a World Cup edition. And when you shot, like stars came off the back of the ball. And I was like, what is this? You're like, it's like a super shot. I don't know what it was. I was just thinking, I can't have this. But my track was Fatboy Slim. You know, I had to write it down. Rockefeller. It's called Rockefeller.
Can you play it? If you play it, I've got a tune in my head, but I can't.
Yeah, you know, right about now.
That's the one from brother. Right about now. That's when you know EA Sports as well. FIFA. Love FIFA. Great game.
That was the one for me, definitely. So, do you want to share that one?
Yeah, we can share that one. But that was the one I was trying to get in my head.
Yeah, of course it was.
It was. Anyway. Right about now. You know it was FIFA.
Anyway, the end.
The end.
Right, you lot, just want to say thank you to all of you that have been subscribing and listening and supporting. So wherever you go and get your podcasts, please continue to subscribe. It is massively appreciated. Me and this donut over here, we really do appreciate it. We have nearly hit 100 FPL managers on our Wildcards League. We have hit it.
We have hit 100.
So we want to surpass it now. So keep joining the league. If you go and follow us on Instagram, Wildcards Pod on Instagram, we're going to give you continuous updates of the code to join our league as well. So make sure you go and do that. And also, we want to know any dilemmas or problems that you're having throughout the week. Do you want to listen to this guy who emails the FPL and speaks to the experts and gets all the information? Or do you just want to know what strikers to pick, midfielders to pick? Send us your problems and we'll help out as much as we possibly can.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. We are now reached the critical time of the evening, the afternoon, the morning, whatever it is right now. I don't know the time. JJ's forfeit is upon us. Please, my best mate over here, take it away.
We ain't best friends anymore, just so you know.
Oh my
You
God.
took this too far.
You took this too
I'm
far.
going to pretend this is a Forest scarf.
Oh! This is beautiful.
This is my Nottingham Forest scarf.
Beautiful. Arsenal.
So my forfeit is to what?
The forfeit is you have to sing North London Forever.
I don't know the song, so I had to get the lyrics up.
Get the lyrics up,
right?
get the theme tune.
And then just do the chorus, yeah?
Just do, a good 10 seconds,
All right.
tops 15.
All right, I'll give it a go. Ready?
A minute.
North London forever, whatever the weather. The streets are our own, and my heart will leave you never. My blood will forever run through the stone. Shit.
Arsenal! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a pleasure. This is Wildcards. I will see you next week. Arsenal!